sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't cost you anything, not even a nickel or dime. Shout out to Alex for always keeping you updated. Click in the link in the description for your cool piston gear. We back for another one. Should the Detroit Pistons, if they fall down to 5, should they keep their pick and select Dalton Knecht, the shooting guard slash small forward out of Tennessee, 5th-year senior? Background is really interesting. He didn't get one D1 offer. Um, went from being, I believe, his went from being his freshman year from 6'2" to like 6'6" by the end of his freshman year of college. Very interesting guy. Um, Last year before he went to Tennessee, he was more of a on ball guy. Now he's more of an off ball guy. Shoots the ball under 40% from three, averaging about 20 points a game. His rebounding dipped to only like 3 or 4, but back at his other college, it was about 7 rebounds a game. As a guy who can shoot really good, has a decent mid-range game. His handle is a little loose. He can drive on either side and finish at the basket. Has some good athleticism to him. But on the defensive end, he could be probably come passable, but he's not going to be much of a defender. But if you're drafting him, you're probably drafting him for his scoring. And the one thing he needs to work is on that handle. If he can get a little bit of a tighter handle, I think things can open up for him. And if he gets a little bit of wiggle, I think things can open for him. Shiftiness, a little bit more shiftiness, will help his game tremendously. Help him get to the spots. Um, do I think he's gonna? But one thing I do think he'll generate is a lot of free throws. I think he will generate a lot of free throws because he does tack it hard, and I think he needs help making quick decisions, super fast. Getting in, I've seen him get into a lane and not know what to do, and it becomes a turnover. He needs to cut down on those. But if he cuts down on those, then he will be a very, very good NBA player for a long time. His 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 ceiling is a starter who averages about 20 points a game like college. And he's doing everything in college. He's either second or third option um on your team. On the winning team, he's the second or third option on the NBA team. That's his ceiling. Um, his floor is a guy who comes off the bench and probably gives you about uh, 15, 10 to 15 a game. And he's just chucking up shots. And he has a couple really good games. And then he's really, uh, he's a borderline, not an efficient player, a guy who can shoot threes. Um, and come off the bench as a 7-8 man. You know, that's his floor. But his ceiling is a guy who's probably giving you 20 points a game, and it's your second or third option. But as far as a sixth, seventh, I say sixth man off the bench who's a microwave scorer. That's what Dalton Knecht is. Um, he's a guy I don't think is going to be a superstar or nothing, but I think he can be a star in the league. I don't think he's a star, a superstar type of player, but I think he can be a star. He can be a starter level type of player, second or third option, can give you 20 points a game. That's just everything go well. And at the bare minimum, he's a six man who can provide some scoring off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Some high level scoring. So that's how the NBA gonna pan out for him. Is either one of them two ways. But he can be some really serious. If he becomes an average or above average defender, that'll really then he can become maybe an all star candidate. You know what I'm saying, or an all star type of player, because he's 6'6". He is a good athlete. Don't get it twisted. He's got above average athleticism. What I mean by that, if you're coming out late to a closeout and you don't, you know what I'm saying, you do one of these when you don't jump so high, he will dunk on you. You know what I'm saying? If you're not paying attention for the rebound, you know what I'm saying, of who behind you, he probably will dunk on you. He one of them type of guys, you know what I'm saying? If he catch you late or lacking, he is going to dunk on you. And yeah. But besides that, yeah. So if he can concentrate on the defensive end, I think he'll be a lot better. I don't know what his wingspan is. It's probably he's 6'6". He might have around a 7 foot wingspan at least, which is a very good thing. So and how would he fit next to Cade? How would he fit next to Ivy and Duran and everybody? I think he'll fit well awesome because Cade draws a lot of attention and you'll have another guy who's able to knock down shots. You'll have another peer. He's a peer scorer. You know, you'll have another peer scorer that can help him and help Cade and help take the thing off of Cade. He's a fifth year senior. He will be 23 on draft night. If we fall to the fifth to the fifth pick, if we don't trade all the way back or trade the pick, I wouldn't mind selecting Dalton Knecht as early as a 5 in this draft. Just being honest, because at least you know he gonna come in, he's gonna solidify the role, he's gonna solidify scoring. He checks a couple boxes. He's a scorer. He's gonna shoot the three at a high clip, and he's gonna bring something that the Pistons need. We need as much shooting as we need a shooter and we need somebody who can score, and he can do both. You know, he's a peer scorer, so them some of the things that he need. He checks off the boxes. He's a wing. You can always use another wing. Um, he could play the small. He could play the shooting guard or small forward. That's because his wingspan and his athleticism will allow him to. Um, and we already got Asar Thompson, you know what I'm saying, who can help hide them on defense a little bit, you know. So I think he'll miss well. I think he's one of the guys that we will be missing. And who knows, you might be able to trade down to still get him. He'd probably be still around there at pick 10, 11, 12. So you might be able to trade back and still get him. So that's a benefit. But if it was me, I would go ahead and pick him at 5 if we fail to 5. There's reportedly that we're interested in the international prospects, which I don't, you know what I'm saying, really care for. I want a pure scorer. I want to know a guy that comes in and we need another scorer, and he ain't young. So he's 23 years old. He's ready to produce right now. Straight up and down. I think he could come in and maybe challenge somebody for rookie of the year, depending on what team, what fit, and how well it goes. But yeah, Don Knecht, an interesting prospect, a guy who I've been kind of, you know what I'm saying, not high and sleeping on, but yeah, somebody was telling me that we need him, and I'm starting to lean towards to agreement. Um, we need him, and a guy like Tyler Smith from the G League Ignite. We need shooters, man. We need to build around Cade, and shooting is at a premium, but we don't really got people who can shoot, which is a problem in today's league because you need to be able to space the floor. The one biggest problem is our 3-point shooting, is our spacing. We need more defenders too, but who knows? We'll see. This offseason is huge and big, and I think the Pistons should probably keep it, and I will select Dalton Knecht or trade back and select Dalton Knecht because I don't know many teams who want the fifth pick in this draft or who won't even the top three pick in this draft. If this draft was last year drafting, yeah, but I don't know what trades you can get for this year draft because this is considered a weaker draft. So I don't know if you think you expect to get some type of special package. I doubt it. Which then you keep the pick and you make your selection, or you trade back and make your selection, either or. So you guys, let me know how you feel about everything. What's your thoughts on Dalton Connect? Is there any other um prospects y'all want me to break down and tell you what they floor and what they ceiling is? But you guys let me know. It's your boy Piston Mike. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't cost you anything, not even a nickel or dime. Shout out to Alex for always keeping me updated. Click the link in the description for your cool Piston gear. I am out, man. Peace.